Hi everybody, Kirsty here. I hope you're doing well. I have just recorded an astrology overview for the current transits of today and a look ahead to the full moon that we have coming up later this week. It's not just a full moon in Scorpio with lunar eclipse. Deep and double illumination there. So if that resonates for you, check it out. It's on my Goddess of Neptune YouTube channel. But of course, if you're just here for the tarot, welcome. And I'm going to get into the reading now, okay? So I'm going to use the Lightseers Tarot. And there is a message here that wanted to come out when I was setting the decks up. And that's all about wish fulfillment and actually feeling empowered to go after what we want. You know, what's going to bring us that emotional joy and feeling empowered to do so. But before I get into the reading, okay, just a little message from me to you. So I appreciate on this video it's going to be reversed, but I did put the message on my astrology reading, so you can check that out as well. I'm wearing a top that says kind on it. Okay, so appreciate it will be back to front on Instagram. But it's important to recognize that there is power to our words. There's also power to our thoughts as well. Mercury is in retrograde at the moment until the 15th of May. Then we have post-shadow phase. Pluto is now in retrograde as well. Pluto is known as the god of the underworld, and Pluto rules Scorpio. Scorpio is what we have the full moon in with the lunar eclipse coming up on the 5th of May for the UK. Deep, deep transformation from the depths of the soul. That's what it's all about. Mercury, communication and thoughts. And Mercury is currently in Taurus, relates to our worth and values. So let's be kind about what we're thinking and what we're saying to ourselves and to other people, because there is a lot of deep subconscious stuff coming up from the depths of our soul as part of this healing journey, as part of this transformation. So it's all coming up for us, you know, that's a good thing. But in some individuals or groups of individuals, this is coming up and it's being spat out at other people. And that's not okay. So I wanted to just come on here and mention it because it's not of the light to be doing that. This is about projecting fears and insecurities onto other people, and that's not okay. There is appreciation and recognition that we're all on a healing journey. And as an empath, I care deeply about other people. That is who I am at the core. I care about people. Even when people hurt me, I care about people. So I understand the damage that can be caused by words and also by thoughts. So it's important to just remember that if we can be kind to ourselves and to others, knowing that all of this stuff is coming up to the surface for our attention, and it can be quite difficult because this is stuff that's coming up. Think of the gunk that's coming up to be dealt with. Could even relate to past life stuff. This is how deep it's going, and you might not be awake to it, and that's fine. But those of you that are, or those of you that are just on a spiritual awakening journey, this is heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. So this is coming up and it's affecting a lot of people. I'm very sensitive to energy, so I can feel it in the collective. And there will be other light workers who I'm connected to, and I know that they can feel it too. So we feel it. We feel it. And those of you that are just experiencing it for the first time, it can be horrendous. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It can be horrendous. So that's why it's important that these projections that are coming out, okay, from other people, there needs to be a recognition that that is their journey and that's what they're going through and that's what they've got to heal. It can hurt because why should we receive that from other people? But there's a little side note here, or a little footnote, that we need to also look within ourselves, okay? We need to look within ourselves and understand, is this something that we're feeling inside that is being mirrored back to us, okay? Are we holding on to any anger or bitterness or jealousy? And all we're receiving is a mirror reflection of what we're feeling, because our internal condition forms our external reality. And if you can answer that, there is that need then to say, okay, all right, then that is actually somebody else's healing journey. And that's a projection that's coming out from somebody else or a group of individuals. And that's where boundaries need to be put in place. And this is something that myself and other light workers have been saying, for a while, boundaries. And I need to actually, because I'm part of the collective as well, I need to put up my own boundaries sometimes. I'm very empathic. I'm a Piscean, and my boundaries can be a bit lax, to say the least. Those that know me will know this. And that's why, certain things have happened. And I've almost allowed it to happen, but I've learnt from it. So what I'm saying is we all feel it on some level, but it's learning how to deal with it. It's the mechanisms we put in place to deal with it. And that comes as part of the spiritual evolution. But there's certainly a need to be kind. Let's respect everybody's own journey. Let's respect everybody. And let's not be nasty, vicious, vulgar in what's being said, okay? Because I'm certainly privy to some stuff that is being said that is not okay. And it's very personal, and it's very damaging, and very hurtful, and very vicious and aggressive. In some cases, threatening. And that is not okay. So even if subconscious stuff is coming up and that individual or that group of individuals can't handle it, it's not fair to then project that onto somebody else. Just wanted to leave it at that. Because we're all worthy, and it's important to note this because a couple of cards showed themselves to me. I wanted to do this message for personal reasons, okay? And it's just abhorrent, some of the stuff that is being said at the moment, okay? Not directed to me, but it's not okay. This stuff that I'm aware of is not okay. So this is about recognizing it's Mercury retrograde. Let's be mindful of our thoughts. Let's be mindful of who we are communicating to and with, and also who we're communicating about, because there can be a lot of stuff being spoken about behind people's backs, and we can't necessarily stop that. That says more about the other people. And that's something I've had to learn, but this is more about the other people, that kind of behavior. We can't control what other people think or say. We can only control ourselves. And that's why it's a message to say, look within. Is there anything that could be in need of healing that's causing these things to be kind of mirrored back? Or is it something that is just somebody else's behavior and it needs to be left where it is? Because, put it this way, the divine sees everything. Okay, spirit sees everything, and spirit is aware of things that are said, of things that are done. And there is a big thing at the moment with Saturn being in Pisces, the house of the divine, okay, lessons, karma. And if something is not of the light, it is going to be shown. And when I say shown, it brings me on to illumination. The full moon illuminates the sky. We've got a lunar eclipse with this one, and it's happening in Scorpio. So this is deep stuff that's going to be illuminated. Double energy. Full moon and lunar eclipse. And it could relate to our worth and values. So there's a lot of uncomfortableness in the energy going on, but that does not give anybody the right to say vulgar, vicious things and threatening behaviour. Absolutely not. So with wish fulfillment being shown, this is about expressing yourself for who you are and not being afraid to be who you are. Solar plexus energy, that energy within, what lights you up. I love this, so I'm going to do it. And I'm going to get my emotional fulfillment from doing it. Because that's where the treasure lies. In our own happiness and our own emotional fulfillment. Okay, so I will now get on to the reading. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for bearing with me. And yeah, I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to make that clear. And I mentioned it in the astrology reading as well. Okay. Especially because we've got deep transformation, and it's the deep stuff that's coming up from the soul that is causing a lot of this. It's causing a lot of this. Karma is just around at the moment, and you need to recognize that anything that's not of the divine is going to be shown. Is going to be shown, and it's for our attention so that we can help ourselves navigate around those situations, through those situations. You know, we're shown things for a reason. We have to go through experiences for a reason. And even something that can be quite upsetting or vicious or, you know, whatever, we're being shown it for a reason, because perhaps we need to change. Maybe Spirit is showing us this because we need to reroute, and we need to think about a different approach. Maybe we need to look at something from a different perspective. So we're shown these things to shock us, and then we have to act accordingly. But there is no need for anybody to be nasty. Absolutely no need at all. It doesn't resonate with me because I'm not that kind of person. But unfortunately, we do have, because there's light and dark to everything. So, you know, these things coming up, again, be respectful of other people's journey. They could be having a hard time with what they're going through, but that does not excuse nastiness. Absolutely not. Okay, enough of that. Okay, Lightseers Tarot. Let's see what we have, please, for the collective. Let's see what we have as energy check-in. What do we have? What do we have? Okay, what do we have? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, I'll show you these. Ooh. Oh, my goodness me. Okay. Thank you. Let's go for one more. Let's go for 5. 5 seemed to be coming out for me earlier. So, yeah, there we are. Thank you. Oh, we've got Major Arcana. We've got Swords energy. We've got Wands energy. And on the bottom, we've got more Wands energy there. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So sovereign being here, this is fire energy. This is all about taking action. And this is actually using that sacral energy. What lights you up? What sparks you within? What do you enjoy doing? This is creativity. This is passion as well, but it's in reverse. So you may need to just find your sovereignty when it comes to what lights you up, what sparks your fire within, so to speak. What would you really love to do? What would you love to create when it comes from that sacral energy? Is there some fear around that at the moment? And then we have the Lovers. Okay, I absolutely love this card. Absolutely, because it's magnetic. There's magnetic energy between the two of them. Okay, soulmate connection. It doesn't have to be. It can also relate to a choice. I don't see any other love cards here, so this could simply be a choice. And because it's in reverse, there is resistance here to some kind of choice. Maybe it's a choice about what does light you up, or a choice to move away from fear. But the middle card is the Magician in the upright. Gemini energy, this is also Gemini energy. So this is about recognizing that you have the power within your own spiritual toolkit to manifest the reality of your desire. This is why the power of thoughts and words are extremely powerful and potent. So, you know, because we're manifesting our reality by how we feel, what we say, okay, what we think. We're manifesting our reality. Our experiences are then being received because we are powerful co-creators with the universe. So it's recognizing that we have to put effort in to something in order to receive the divine's help. We're co-creators. It's not going to just happen for us. And then we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So there is stagnancy here because this is about sailing to calmer shores. There's stagnancy here. And this could be because of overthinking, because it's swords energy. But also with this deck, I love the Lightseers Tarot because the swords are depicted by birds. So it's not as harsh as having all the swords that are there, especially the 10 of swords, because that's like somebody lying down with swords in their back. But this is about, in my view as an intuitive reader, this is about 3 of swords here, 3 of swords here, 3 and 3 is 6, obviously. But 3 of swords here guiding the boat and guiding this person to calmer shores, and 3 in the back. 3 of swords represents pain, heartbreak. So there is an aspect here of leaving the pain in the past, but carrying forward the wisdom from that pain to help guide you forward. And this is about being on a voyage of discovery then, because we have the Page of Swords. This is about learning something about yourself in the process. So the healing journey itself is powerful because we learn about who we are, and we learn about our worth and values, and we learn about our resilience as a result. This is about being excited, page energy, fresh energy, about learning something new. So maybe this choice at the beginning, and notice that we have a Queen in reverse and a Page in the upright, both bookending the spread. So the Queen is obviously higher than the Page when it comes to the suit, okay? There's a need to turn it into that to be in the full power, of course, as we know, obviously, because that's in reverse. So there is a quest for discovery, and that can then enable the sovereignty to bloom. But because this was at the end of the reading and end of the spread, and this was at the beginning, there's a need to understand first and foremost what lights us up, what sparks us, so that we can take action, one's energy. And then that's going to enable us to step forward across that ravine to learn something new, to discover something new, or to take a leap into something, okay? Page energy, but a choice may need to be made. And remember, you are powerful and you can make that change. But this is about leaving the pain in the past and applying the wisdom to move forward. So there could be hesitancy because maybe something hasn't worked out in the past, but this is all about taking the wisdom from that. Why did I feel that? Okay, I've healed since then. So now this is about moving forward. Okay. I'm actually drawn to clarify the Lovers. Okay, let's see. With the Gilded Tower Royale, can you clarify the Lovers, please? The Lovers is in reverse. Does this relate to a connection? Does this relate to a choice? Please, can you clarify for the collective? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, why is the Lovers here? Why is the Lovers here? Thank you. Oh, oh, sorry, an abundance of noises just came out of me then. Magician on the bottom. Wow, we got a double message here. That's hidden energy. So you, oh my goodness me. Thank you, Spirit. 6 of Swords in reverse underneath that. We've got mirroring energy here. We've got mirroring energy. This could be somebody that you're dealing with. Look, Magician in the upright, 6 of Swords in reverse. Magician in the upright, 6 of Swords in reverse. Dare I look at the one underneath that? Wow. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Let's set off the party poppers for that. Wheel of Fortune. That is destined moments. This is very much divinely timed, divinely guided. But it's underneath everything else. So that is the moment that comes once we can deal with the pain of the past and leave it in the past, but carry the wisdom forward and recognize that we have the power to do so with the Magician. Double message, we've got that. Okay, double message. But the question I asked was about the Lovers card. And what I received was the Page of Swords in reverse. Now, we've got the Page of Swords in the upright here. So that's very interesting, isn't it? And 7 of Swords, which I do not like, because that can relate to deceptive people. Okay, so I'm getting a couple of messages from this, so bear with me, okay, because this is collective energy. Okay, so if this is resonating for you regarding a connection with somebody else, this is showing somebody who's perhaps not truthful, because we've got the deceptive card, sneaky, sneaky, and we've got Page of Swords in reverse. So Page of Swords delivers a message of truth or clarity, and it's in reverse. So you could be dealing with somebody that is not being truthful with you. If it's not relating to a connection, this could simply mean that the choice that you need to make needs to be strategic, okay? And that clarity is needed before you can take action. Now, because we have this kind of voyage of discovery depicted on this card, it's still Page of Swords energy, but you know, if we look at them like this, it's almost like, you know, a kind of mirror reflection in a way of upside down, upright. And there is blue here. So again, swords is about communication, throat chakra. So it might be that you need to fully express what you want to learn, what you want to discover, the voyage that you want to go on across that ravine, okay? To be fully in that power, you know, of being a Page of Swords, delivering the truth, but almost delivering the truth to yourself and needing to be strategic about the moves that you make. Because also what I'm drawn to, thank you, Spirit, is that the Six of Swords, which we've seen twice, is in reverse. Six of Swords, okay? Now, what we have here is we have Seven of Swords and we have the Page. So the Page has one sword. 7 minus 1 is 6. Okay, so once you've got the clarity, or once you remove a situation that's not truthful, then you will then have the Six of Swords. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let's take a Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay, what do we have for the collective, please? Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Moments like this is why I do this work, okay? Co-create in reverse. So what was I just saying about the Magician that we've seen twice? You've got the power to co-create your reality with the divine. This is in reverse. You need to understand that you are the co-creator of your reality with the divine. The divine can match you, but you need to put the effort in and the intention of what you want to manifest in your reality. There is a need to be present with the here and now, okay? To not be fearful of outcome. So this could be what the issue is here. So you might understand what it is that lights you up. And you might know the choice that you need to make, but you're resistant to make it. And truth is needed, clarity is needed in this situation in order for you to go on some kind of quest to discover more about yourself, to actually take the leap into what you want to do for that self-discovery. But knowing that you need to leave the pain of the past, apply the wisdom moving forward to bring you to that destined moment of divine timing with the Wheel of Fortune, and understanding that you are the powerful co-creator of your reality. And that can be daunting. That can be daunting. So we could be thinking, well, that's what I want to manifest. That's what lights me up. I know what the choice is, but how's it going to look? When's it going to come? You know, so that's not being in the here and now. It's about setting the intentions and then surrendering to the divine and allowing the divine to deliver it in divine timing. Very powerful stuff there. Okay. Let's see what we have from the Moonology deck in view of us having the full moon coming up on the 5th for us in the UK. 5th or 6th, wherever you are in the world. That one wanted to be seen. Meditate and contemplate. So that might be important, especially during retrograde periods, it is, to reflect on what you need. So again, with Mercury retrograde, that's about communication, expression. It's in Taurus, so relating to our worth and values. Okay, what do we want to ground in for our reality? What do we want to experience as our reality? And then we can co-create that with the universe. And also Pluto retrograde, what do we need to transform? So meditate and contemplate about those things. Maybe needing to strategize, because of course that can also represent strategy. If it's not a deceptive person around you, it can relate to self-deception. self-sabotage, you know, but also needing to be strategic. And I feel here that when you remove kind of a connection with others out of the equation, because there's no other love cards here, this is about a choice that's needed in terms of what you want to do and needing to be strategic. So meditating and contemplating is going to help you reflect and review what's needed within that retrograde period. And wow, show the world the real you. This is all about being true to you. Being true to you at your soul's core. On the bottom, have faith in your dreams in reverse. So, you know, recognizing that you can create what you desire. It might seem impossible, but why is that? Is it because other people have told you it's impossible? Is it because you're doubting yourself? Is it because you need to look at your self-worth and values? So that could be something that's coming up with the full moon energy with lunar eclipse in Scorpio, deep stuff regarding our worth and values because it's in opposition to the sun in Taurus, of course. But just bear that in mind, that we have the power within us to create our reality. But we can't sugarcoat things. We have to go through the healing. We have to go through the transformation in order to get to that point and evolve. And this is where show the world the real you comes in. There's liberation to that when we can be free to be who we truly are and not have to worry about other people's perceptions or anything like that. That shouldn't matter. This is about us, our connection to the divine, and us honouring who we are at soul level. So I hope that you received this message, and I just looked up and it said 2626, so check that angel number out if it resonates for you. But yeah, it was important for me to mention that earlier about being kind, okay, and look at the sun behind, right on the moon. So, you know, what have we got coming up, folks? Lunar eclipse and full moon. So yeah, let's recognize that illumination of certain deep truth is going to be coming up to the surface, and that can be uncomfortable, but it's all part of the journey. So I'm sending you love and blessings. And of course, you know, if you'd like a personal reading or a deep dive into anything, then reach out to me. I'll put the details below. Website is still under development, under contemplation at the moment, because things are evolving for me in my life. So I need to recognize and work out the best way for me. But certainly, you know, if anybody is needing a reading, you can certainly request that, or also astrology services. So personalized moon scopes that I do for the full moon or the new moon, that can help you. It's like a personalized horoscope for you, but I call them a moon scope. And just to give you guidance in relation to the energies, you know, based on your chart and the transits at that time. And also, you know, of course, tarot readings that I can provide as well. So do reach out if you're in need of those services, because I'm here to help you. And although this message might come across as quite triggering, certainly the initial part of it is all meant to help you. It's all meant to serve you, and it's with love. Okay, so sending you love and blessings. Take care until the next time. God bless.